Hello everyone. Considering the increasing demand towards the economy vehicles, towards the budget vehicles, gas savers, because of the gas prices, we have gotten this 2018 Chevy Sonic with only 60,000 miles on it, and it's a one-owner vehicle, ideally maintained local car. It is so well maintained that we're going to talk about the 4 matching Michelin tires on it, great service records on Carfax, and as usual, let's start working our way into the interior of the vehicle and other details of it, starting from outside. Okay, and as usual, starting from exterior imperfections. This is 3-step looks like, but in the front of the vehicle I can see these scuff marks. It looks like they have scratched in parts of the front bumper. Yeah, so this is normal. Well, this is a daily driver on a high sidewalks. You can do that. But other than that, I don't see any paint issues, no abuses, no damages. So this is the front plate. Lights look clean and good. Also, yeah, scratches on the left hand side of the bumper. And if I pay very close attention, I might claim that the bumper has been painted down the road at some point. The front Michelin tire, pretty deep tread on it. On the driver's side, there are some scratch marks here, but I think these can be buffed out. I don't think this is a paint damage, so these parts can be buffed out. Wear on the door handle. This is a plastic piece, so probably from the use it came out. By the way, this is smart entry as well on all 4 doors. Okay, some scratches here, but I think these are not scratches. This is some kind of external paint from somewhere, so these can be buffed out. This looks like a house paint, interior paint or something like that. I can take them out with my nails. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so these can be buffed out. The same appears here. It drizzled a little bit, that's why we see some water drippings on the top of the vehicle. So it comes with a backup sensors and a backup camera. They work perfectly. I tested them. On the rear of the vehicle, I don't see any issues whatsoever, but again, if I have to claim, if you pay close attention, you might see the paint difference. This is a plastic, this is metal. That's why if you paint it, it's not gonna match. It's gonna have some slight differences. But on top of the vehicle, I don't see any issues here whatsoever. On the right hand side, there is a small chip. You can see that. The front right door, again, same usage marks here. This is a plastic piece, so paint is chipping there. And on the roof, it is clean. I think I see one chip here, probably from 3 nuts or something like that. Okay, but other than that, pretty clean. Carfax history is clean on it. If you pay close attention to the Carfax history on it, you'll see a note about the structural damage report. We'll talk about that because we were told what that structural damage is. I'll show you, demonstrate that to you. So before we are able to test the operations of windows and other features, let's turn on the engine. The key is in my pocket. This is a smart key, as you see. All right, and it's a push start. There we go. This is a 1.8 liter engine. These come with 2 options, 1.4 turbo or 1.8 straight 4-cylinder. The hood is open because I popped it. Right now it has 62,998, so let's say 63,000 miles on it. So let's check the engine first. AC blows ice cold, drives like new. I drove it, no noises, no sounds. Tires are great, engine is great, AC is cold. Shift smooth. Okay. Clean as a whistle, no burns, no smells, no extra noises. And again, this is a 1.8 engine, so these are preferred engines on these cars. 1.4s come with turbo. We don't want to deal with turbo. So let's test first our window operations. So starting from all of them are automatic. You see, one press of a button, they go all the way down. But coming up, they need to be pressed and hold. So going down is automatic, coming up is automatic on the front right too. Okay. All right. So all windows work. The driver's seat is power, sliding forward, backwards, and going up and down. To tilt the seat, you're gonna have a manual operation here. Okay, we'll come to that just in a bit. Let's look into other doors and operations. All right, automatic, all the way automatic going forward, but needs to be pressed and hold. I'm going down is automatic, going up is not. Rear seats pretty solid. I don't see any use marks on them, to be honest. These will come down and will give you access to the what's his name, trunk. Okay, and we didn't look at this tire. Again, this is a Michelin on 15-inch rims. Okay, now trunk, you have a ton of space here, and obviously someone's glasses, we'll put them aside. You got a ton of space, even though this is a compact sedan. And again, those front seats, they go down, and you got your spare tire, and underneath the spare tire you're going to have a jack and the tools. Now the structural damage on this vehicle you can see from the bottom of this. So obviously back in time they probably hit the I don't think it was an accident, but they probably bumped into or backed into some kind of obstacle, and that explains why the rear bumper was painted, and this is called the structural damage. Okay, so anything that has to do with the original unseen parts of the vehicle, that's going to be called structural damage. So that can be structural damage. Then if you have, for example, sometimes you go over high curbs, if you hit the side skirts of the vehicle, if you hit this part, or sometimes you go on a you go to a mechanic shop and they don't lift the car correctly. If there are any scratches or small bends or whatnot on those parts of the vehicle, these are all called structural. The vehicle doesn't have to be in an accident to get a structural damage. This is just the in the auctions they announce these so that the sellers, they protect themselves. Okay, so that buyers cannot come back and say that, hey, the vehicle came with a damage on it, so they announce it. That's what ruins the history of the vehicle, but it does not affect anything, at least the structural damage on this car. Okay, so as we talked about the structural damage, we looked into the right rear window operation. The seat again is clean, and I don't see any signs of wear or tear. And let's look into the right front. Okay, window operation is going to be obviously solid. Putting it back up, the seat has some signs of wear, but there is no tear and whatnot. There are some stains. We'll try to take them out professionally, and everything else looks pretty solid. Okay, now getting in the vehicle and testing the features that we have here. Okay, automatic headlights. This is common for Chevys. All of them come in that style. On the steering wheel on the left we have obviously the cruise control. We have radar enforced cruise control, meaning when you turn the cruise control on, it will you should be able to control how far away from the car in the front of you would like to be. So what happens is, if you set, for example, cruise to 70, if there is a vehicle in front of you doing 65, the car will slow down to 65, and when the vehicle moves to the next lane, the car will go back up to 70. One uncommon feature, and a very good one, but I don't know how you're going to use it in Houston, except for a couple of days we get freeze here, is this heated steering wheel. I tested it, feels great, but not in the hot weather. It feels awesome in cold weather. You as you grab the steering wheel, I can already feel the warmth coming up, so it feels really nice. It warms your soul, if I may claim. All right, and on the right hand side we have the controls of the entertainment. We'll talk about that. Source, phone, and sound controls. On the left we have the control for the headlights. Also we have the control for setting up our view. Right, so 60% of oil life, and if you go down, for example, you get different information, current speed, and fuel range. Now these fuel information is not correct, simply because the vehicles are sitting and being not in auction, and when we purchase them we don't drive them as often as we would like to. These numbers represent starting the vehicle and having it run on the having it idle rather than driving it. Cruise is on, so let me turn that off. Okay, seatbelt side is on because I don't have my seatbelt on, just to make sure we don't have any issues. Let me put my seatbelt on. Alright, cool. Clean. And up here, this will be removed. I believe this was a phone stand. We have on this screen here, when the vehicle will be driven. Let me put it in a drive. I don't think it's going to come up now, but warnings for the lane control comes up here. Warnings for the cruise control come up here, I believe, and the warning for the any collision alert comes up here. So this is going to be small information as a driver assist. We talked about start stop, entertainment, OnStar, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. You can connect your phone easily. It comes with a backup camera. As soon as you put on reverse, it makes a beeping noise sound to alert you that the car is put in reverse gear. This is a adjustable guide, backup guide, and the sensors also work. Those have been tested. Coming to the other options, we have climate is a manual, so this AC is blowing ice cold right now. You also have heated seats for both front seats, and they work perfectly. Again, for Houston heat, you might not need it, but when it's cold, you'll definitely love it. Trunk control is here, but the trunk also has a manual unlocking on the trunk itself, unlike many other cars, so that's going to be a great convenience. This is lane control. You can turn it on and turn it off. Right now it is on, and you have traction control off. Okay, keys there. You got a small compartment here for private items, and you got a owner's manual and original documentation for the vehicle here. All right, that's it. Drives like new. You got OnStar and all this on the rear view mirror. So pretty nice budget vehicle. It's gonna save you a ton of gas. Great daily driver. Drives like new. It doesn't feel like it's a small car. I've been able to put it up to 70, 75 miles an hour, no issues. Come check us out at AZ Cars. Any questions, do give us a call or check out our website. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and we hope to see you with us. Thanks.